This episode of the Black Girl Bravado podcast is brought to you by Ned.
This is Germany.
And this is Brittany.
And this is the Black Girl Bravado podcast.
A motivating and encouraging podcast where we focus on building community amongst colorful women alike.
Join us weekly as we sit down and have candid conversations on various topics and issues surrounding self-care, self-love, mental health and wellness, spirituality, entrepreneurship, and much more.
And trust, when we don't have the answers, we'll call on our expert homegirls who do.
Our intention is to create a safe space for growth, inspiration, laughter, and love, free of judgment, in hopes that after you listen, you're a little more knowledgeable or at least a little more entertained than before.
It's homegirl vibes here. Real, raw, and a little funny.
A lot of fucking funny.
So thanks for tuning in to the Black Girl Bravado podcast.
Let's start the show, cuties.
Hey y'all, welcome back.
Welcome back, babies. Hey, y'all, welcome back.
How's it going?
It's going good. How are you?
I'm good.
It's late with it, the sleepover.
Late nights, but we're doing our thing.
The sleepover.
Yes.
Jeremiah had an album called
Late Nights. Yeah, I like that album.
Uh-huh.
He
What
did
was
his
on there?
thing. Late Nights.
What was on it?
That song, Late Nights.
I don't know it.
And I think maybe it was Birthday Sex on there.
That's the original.
Oh, okay. Well,
Birthday Sex was on Jeremiah.
Late Nights was like an album that was blue with purple and
Yes,
pink.
yes. And
Yeah.
the little leg, she was stepping her foot out of the car or something.
Mm-hmm.
That had, oh, you're worthy, baby, you're worthy. The Janae, Worthy.
Oh,
That had Worthy on it. Trust me.
I like that.
Yeah, same. Okay, what's good? How was your weekend?
My weekend was good, eventful. So this weekend, celebrated my friend's 30th birthday.
Oh, I was about to say, who?
This girl always gets amnesia. Some of the listeners thought I was on a vacation at first in Malibu because remember on last week I said I was going to be in Malibu. I did go to Malibu. I went to out to dinner. You know, Malibu just makes me feel alive. I need to really figure out a way to
Get there and
reside.
stay there. Yeah, get there and stay there.
Reside. It's the vibes for me. It's the water for me. It's the classiness and the elegance and the richness for me.
My God.
Anyway, so yeah, the weekend was fun. We hung out.
We hanged out.
We hung out. You know, quarantine style birthdays, pandemic birthdays are definitely a thing.
Yeah.
But yeah, we had a good time. How was your weekend?
Very relaxing. I didn't do shit. Like
Okay,
dead
that
ass.
works
I
too.
didn't do anything. Just I don't even think I ran many errands. I was
No
really-
errands?
No, not really. I was kind of close to home.
Okay.
I got it off the muscle.
You want to fight? I want to tussle.
You want to fight? I want to entangle. So you didn't see that meme? No.
You want to fight? I want to entangle.
It was Jada.
Oh, actually, yeah.
It was Jada
Charlene
with the.
sent it.
Yeah, it was the Jada with the with the Jason Derulo body.
Yeah.
You want to fight? I want to
Nice.
entangle. So I was just at home with it. My little boo was busy all weekend, and then you was busy all weekend.
Right.
So yeah, I kept it close to the crib, and now we are here.
The R&R, and now we're here.
Her.
New week, new tea.
Where we kiki with you and you kiki with the we.
So one thing that was perfect to watch if you were in the crib this weekend was Black is King. Beyonce has done it a fucking again.
When isn't she doing it? Just when? When is the girl not doing it?
Moment of silence.
Okay.
Black is King is,
Synonymous with royalty.
it was a masterpiece, okay? First of all, she pulled that, the gift back out of the archives and made it new again.
Mm-hmm.
You're a king already. Only the king, you're the king already.
That was it.
It was beautiful visually, musically, of course.
I will say I wasn't expecting initially when it first did that, when the trailer first hit.
Yeah.
I was like, damn, what's she doing? A documentary?
I thought she was doing a documentary too, for sure. Because, you know, Beyonce, like,
The way it was,
she
the way it
doesn't
was,
give us the full tea.
yes, the
She
way
just
it was,
drop- she just drops little sprinkles here and there, and then we have to figure out, like, what the fuck is going on.
The way it was marketed was very ambiguous and kind of vague. I'm like,
it was,
okay.
but you know, it was supposed to originally be a companion piece to The Lion King with the album.
Yeah, it was all supposed to come out at once. The Lemonade vibe, huh?
Yeah, but I don't know what ended up happening. So, you know, I was pleased. There's been some controversy. No name has been nailed to the cross. Last month,
she was on a pillar. She was a pillar in the community.
The internet.
And this is why you can't get too comfortable riding your horse. Because they will shoot you down.
The internet will knock your ass down. I'm like, my God.
Yeah, we were rallying behind her after she got at J. Cole.
So basically,
as soon as she said something about Beyonce, they said, actually, no, you won't. You will not.
She said that Beyonce was appropriating
culture, and that she hadn't liberated the people on the continent of Africa, and she was exploiting the culture, that they're already going through imperialism, and just basically there's an overtaking of capitalism. So how dare she, she said African culture, but make it capitalism or something like that. And she also mentioned that she didn't liberate the people. And she said that this, whatever this is, Black is King, is only available on Disney Plus. So it's not even accessible to the people in the continent. So who is it really for?
Maybe that's not who it's for. Maybe it wasn't for the people, like to show the people of on the continent. They already know what the vibe is.
Right. And then, of course, people were on the contrary. They were saying like, bro, she's using Black artists, African songwriters,
right,
dancers, all type of stuff.
Right.
And creating opportunity. And No Name was saying she didn't show like what the real Africa is. And people are like, what's the real Africa? Like huts, kids, like starving. Like, what is it? And
that's an aspect of Africa.
Yeah.
She chose to highlight something else. Like, it's multifaceted.
Right.
She didn't have to show the complete African experience. That wasn't her intent. So.
Right. Which is why people were coming for her. And then they were like, you know what? She's done a good job by bringing us to the forefront and showcasing us in a different light. Like people from the African diaspora, right? Like however you identify African, right, or if you still live on the continent, whatever the case might be.
Right.
But African people, African American, Black American, African peeps. And that, not we should be happy, but we should be like standing in solidarity with what she's doing, the work that she did. But in all honesty, come on, I mean, Ray Charles could see that she, after watching it, then you would have realized like, oh, it's the music from Black is King.
Exactly.
I mean, from the gift.
Right.
You would have been able to put two and two together. So what other platform would it be on?
Disney
Plus.
It was a deal.
That's their advantage.
It seems like it was a package deal.
That's what it seems like to me. Or she probably said, I want to do a visual album. She probably presented her terms to doing the album. That I want to do a visual album. I'll release it on your platform. Beyonce, she'll flip and tumble it. She'll stretch one thing and make it four.
Because that Coachella got flipped and tumbled.
Exactly. She said, I'm headlining. I'm going to own the rights to the music that I'm
doing here.
I'm
put out a creating Coachella. What was it? Homecoming.
Yeah, Homecoming. Documentary.
Yeah.
Putting that on Netflix. I'm going to put out an album.
And that's how you get the bag and flip it and tumble it.
I need to listen to that.
Instead of... You get the bag and fumble it. I get the bag and flip it and tumble it. Straight out the lot.
305.
And the car came with a blunt in it. Mama thought if she got ass, and she gonna fuck up a bag.
Remember at Coachella, we was going crazy.
Oh man, this thing a lie. Oh,
they kept
why
saying,
does that seem like a thing of a past?
They kept saying, "Can I get amigos?" Remember they kept doing that.
They kept saying, "Migos."
They kept going, "Can I get amigos?"
This is before. Yeah, wow.
This was 2 years ago. This wasn't last year. It was the year before when Drake came out.
Yeah, before they headlined.
And Freak.
Before
and
they headlined when they just made Amigochella.
That was when
Bad and Bougie had first came out.
Yeah, when Bad and Bougie hit.
Yeah.
My God. Once Drake. Ooh, that was a year. That was my favorite year.
Was it?
That was my favorite year. I mean,
that was
you know
a good
why?
year.
DJ Khaled brought out hella people.
DJ Khaled did. Gucci Mane. Gucci Mane had his own set too.
He really did.
He was good. Kendrick was amazing.
Kendrick was there. Come on.
Kendrick was amazing, and we had learned the album on the way to Coachella.
On the way there.
Who else was there?
That was the year that Lady Gaga took over for Beyonce.
Didn't watch Lady Gaga.
And Eminem was the other headliner.
No.
I'm saying the smaller. Yes, it was. It was Eminem.
No, that was the year Beyonce headline that it was Eminem. I remember vividly because we were standing there the whole time. I remember vividly standing there.
Yeah, I remember. Don't bring me back. Don't bring me back.
You know what I was about to say.
Don't bring me back. But I'm just saying the smaller acts were really good.
It was Kendrick and Travis Scott was there, SZA, but we didn't really enjoy SZA.
The smaller acts were really, really good.
Who was the other headliner?
I don't know.
Kendrick.
I know Lady Gaga. I mean, it was Lady Gaga. Gaga. Oh, I think it was like Guns N' Roses or some shit like that.
I don't know. You know, all this shit becomes a blur especially once you've been to so many Coachellas.
What was your favorite year? What was your favorite year?
My favorite year, damn.
I'm gonna say it was that year. Rah rah oh, rah rah.
That year was fun.
Cause last year was
fun too.
Who was last year? It wasn't Beyonce. Oh shit, maybe this was 3 years ago.
Last year was Childish Gambino.
Last year was Childish. Oh my god, so it was 3 years ago actually.
Yeah, it was 3 years ago.
Oh my god.
Last year was Childish Gambino. Mm-hmm. Who was the other headliner?
Ariana Grande, and she brought out
Grande,
NSYNC.
And there was one more that we didn't see.
Yeah. Yeah, no.
But we're not going off headliners. That's not what determines how lit it was.
That's why I think the year that 3 years ago was more lit. The Migos was there. Drake.
Last year was more of an R&B type vibe, kind of. I mean, we had YG.
Yeah.
It was still fun nonetheless. But Coachella this year was gonna really be lit. I had rip a hole in it. On it. We had Roddy Ricch, Megan Thee Stallion. Wow. We had Masego. We had Summer Walker.
There was tons of people. They ain't gonna be able to bring that lineup together next year. Hopefully the world is back. Hopefully the world is still intact next year.
Man.
Hopefully I ain't at the King's Feet looking down on whatever it is.
Okay.
Me and my daddy holding hands.
Having Coachella in the heavens.
Like we done reunited. Me and like we gonna be
Germany. The fact that you said that you and your father were gonna be holding hands is crazy to me. It's crazy to me.
Dead ass. Like we don't know what the fuck going on. What the
like
fuck
I was
though?
saying.
What?
I was talking to Germany and I was telling her that I've been hearing that some shit is supposed to pop off October 2020 that's going to make what we've been experiencing for the first half of 20 light work. And I'm like, hold on, this can't happen because according to my pattern app, I'm having a lot of expansion in areas of my life and I need to experience them Earth side. Earth side?
This side of the moon.
And the human experience? Yeah. I know we're spirits.
Yeah. Having a human experience. But I'm trying to keep having this experience.
I want to experience it as a human.
Yeah. We're not trying to do spirit. I ain't trying to turn into an ancestor yet.
Oh, spirit.
I don't feel like an ancestor just yet. I don't feel like an ancestor.
So I'm like, you know what? I gotta do what pattern's telling me to do. And that's happening in 2021 January to be exact. And
I can't take anything else. October be good to me. That's a bitch birthday month.
Right.
Bitch, if something happened that's sick on before my birthday, I'm gonna be mad. Can't even turn up.
Yeah. Hopefully, we're all still standing.
But
that's what I heard, and I'm just passing the message to y'all because
let us know.
Y'all are the family.
Get in the comments or leave a review letting me know what you heard.
Stay ready so you don't have to get ready. But anyway, yes, Black is King.
If you're a clairvoyant, all the clairvoyants under the sound of my voice,
tap in and let us know.
Collectively join
Feel
forces.
free to slide into my DMs.
Let me know what's popping.
So yeah, Black is King was amazing, beautiful. I have no complaints.
None.
I loved Kelly and Beyonce with the brown skin girl. What was your favorite? I think Already. Okay, Already. What's the song with Jay-Z?
Mood Forever.
Mood Forever.
That's my shit.
Mood Forever. Already and Brown Skin Girl were my faves.
Mood Forever was one of my favorite. Already. What was it that they didn't do it in chronological order the way it is on the album, so I would have to watch it again.
Okay.
But Already was bad.
That was already my fave off the Gift.
Already.
Lonely the king already.
I like
Jada.
I need to just listen to it again. I love the whole album.
That was good too.
I wasn't feeling the songs at the end.
We both were lost because our commentary had tapered off as well. I'm like, she must feel the same that I feel. Not that it was bad, but I just wasn't completely
tapped in.
I wasn't off of my couch. I was up on my feet, for the first half, and then I had sat down
on my seat.
I had sat down. I like Spirit.
I'm not crazy about Spirit.
Okay.
But you know what? I figured all of this was together in the beginning when I seen her in the Spirit look.
Yeah, they already did this.
Right, but I didn't know. At first, nobody knew that it was chopped and screwed. You feel me?
What do you
When
mean,
Spirit
chopped and
first came
screwed?
out, we thought that was just...
Oh, no, we just thought it was a Spirit video.
So when I was watching it at the
But
beginning...
it's the Spirit video.
Right, but when I was watching it, I didn't say, oh, and Spirit's going to be included in here. So I had seen a little piece of her from in the Spirit outfit, and I said, hey, that looks familiar. It was actually the royal blue. I said, when she was sitting on the rock.
Yeah.
And I said, that looks like a familiar look. B isn't known for repeats.
Yeah. She usually wears it once.
So I said, oh, okay.
Her body in that turquoise and black number with the little rhinestone.
With the chain, the lace by Tanea.
Yeah. I'm like, okay.
Yeah. She's looking like Nicki Minaj. In that hip dip. Yeah. A lot in the hip dip. The Nicki Minaj.
I'm Nicki Minaj, Nicki Lewinsky, Nicki the Barb, Nicki the
Ninja.
Remember?
I'm Nicki Minaj, Nicki Lewinsky, Nicki the Harajuku Barbie.
I don't even know why you bitches bother at this point.
Time. It's like, fuck, I don't even know.
Yeah, anyway. Mm-hmm. So that's the tea this week. Mm-hmm. I don't really have anything else. We do want to send our love to Frank Ocean.
Frank Ocean was supposed to be at Coachella this year. Oh. And that's why it was canceled. The nigga said, I ain't showing up.
Man. Frank Ocean was going to be the headliner.
He was going to be the headliner. Wow. Frank Ocean is he's kind of like an Andre 3000.
Yeah.
Very elusive. Like, you don't really see him. You don't really know what's popping. But when he comes, he's there. But yeah, prayers to
Frank Ocean. His little brother died in a car accident. Sad. So we're sending our love to our brother, Frank. But yeah, that's the tea for this week.
That's it.
What else we got going?
What you girls need to do. This is your role in this show.
This is your role on this show.
This is a collaborative effort. It's very much so an ecosystem.
Yes.
So when we come here every week, we also need you to do something when you pull up. And that is make sure you rate, review, and subscribe to the show.
It's like turning in your homework at the beginning of the class.
That's what it's like.
Teacher, after we do the roll call, which we just did.
We did it.
We collect the homework assignment from the previous night.
Or you're getting a 0.
So we're collecting homework assignments right now. Mm-hmm. And if I call your name, you didn't turn in your homework.
I wish I had a name on all these people.
Yes, but I want to highlight the student of the week. That's what we're going to do. The student of the week who turned in their assignment.
Let's get it.
So this one comes from, which one did I want to do? I think I wanted to do Shanice because I was really moved by this one.
Spirit.
First podcast. Hey, my name is Shanice. I'm 20 years old and I grew up in a small town with 2,000 people. And of those 2,000 people, I could count how many black people that were there on one hand. My mother is Mexican and my father wasn't in my life. Due to my surroundings, I was very whitewashed and confused as to who I was. It wasn't until I went to college and finally was exposed to a good amount of diversity. Gotta love college.
Love it.
I was finally starting to love my black skin and ethnic hair. My best friend from my hometown is also half black and half Mexican, and when she went to college, she too found herself. She mentioned how I should start listening to podcasts about black beauty and such, so in that search, I thankfully found you guys. I love how real you guys are, and you help me love myself while also reminding me to stay true to who I am.
Yes.
I love you guys, and thank you so much for being my big sisters.
Love you.
We love you too, Shanice.
I love a Latinx.
Yes.
Afro-Latina.
That's my little niece. She's an Afro-Latina.
Yes, an Afro-Latina. I'm going to have me some Afro-Latinas.
Goodbye. Good night. So thank you, Shanice. Thank you so much. We appreciate you leaving your rating and your review.
Yes, we love you.
And we are waiting on you other mommies to do the same.
Yes. So.
What else are we waiting on them to do?
We waiting on y'all to join us over on Patreon.
Yes.
Okay. Patreon is the platform that we use to get a little bit more intimate. It's a smaller close-knit community over there.
It is.
We offer bonus episodes, a lot of extra goodies, a monthly playlist. We're reading a book right now. We're going to be meeting up this week.
We are Sunday.
So if you're interested, if you want to read with some homegirls, tap on in and join us over there. So to show our appreciation for our new patrons this week, we're going to shout y'all out. And you know what? You really came through. Because last week we had a patron, and this week we're going all out.
Yeah, you guys shut us down.
We got a little squad, so let's get it.
So our patrons this week, we want to shout out Diamond.
Hey, Diamond, make that money. Don't let it make you.
Period. Catherine.
Hey, Catherine. That's a distinguished.
Tiara.
Okay, Tiara.
Martine.
Hey, Martine.
Brianna.
Brianna, what it do?
Jennifer.
Jenny from the block.
Cheyenne.
Hey, Cheyenne, girl.
I used to want that to be my name.
You want me to call you that?
Cheyenne? No.
Oh, that could be your name when we go out, though. Ooh.
It could, but who does that anymore?
What?
You know, we'll just be like, Germany. You know, you don't tell
But we
nobody
don't
a
have
fake
to.
name.
But we don't have to. That's kind of like spicy. Spicy mommy.
If I'm telling, imagine that. Imagine meeting someone, right?
Yeah. Wait, hold on. And
one more.
Samira.
And Samira.
Hey, Samira. Now we can go off on a tangent.
Okay,
Thank y'all
quickly.
for joining us over
Imagine meeting someone and you give them, I'm like, my name is Cheyenne. And then we end up talking and I'm like, you know, my name is really Brittany.
So, be like, I ain't be giving my tea out to these niggas.
Oh,
you
my
special.
God.
That's what I always do.
Germany love to say what she don't be doing.
Because then I will tell him that he's special. Now.
You know, I usually don't get my real name.
Period.
You're special because you know my name.
Period. I don't get my number out either, so you welcome.
Welcome, ladies. And
what?
We want to give you guys a little snippet of our affirmations on Patreon this week. I have enough. I do enough. I am enough.
And that's just that.
Have, do, am. You are not lacking.
Mm-mm.
You do not have to do anything except for be.
That's it.
Because you already are.
And that's how you wrap that up, okay? We're living in the I have, I do, I am.
Yeah.
That's it.
We don't have to feel like we're in a rat race or we're striving. Because a lot of the times that makes us feel like we're falling short or we're trying to reach this.
Or like we don't have.
Exactly.
Yeah. Constantly reaching makes you forget the gratitude that's around you, the things that you already have.
Of the present moment. Because the past is gone. The future isn't here.
And
all we have is right now.
You know, people like the present is a gift.
The present is a gift. And pretty soon, once this moment leaves, we'll be looking back at it instead of just appreciating it while it's here.
Looking back at it like you're throwing it back.
Mm.
That's what I be doing. Hey. Hey, is that you back there?
I see you seeing me.
Look back at it.
And that's what you ladies are missing over on Patreon. We do those every month.
Tap in.
Okay, so what else we got going on?
Last week's episode.
Yeah.
I think this is my part.
It is your part.
Sometimes I be getting confused. Okay. So last week's episode was 152. We were continuing our You versus You series. Part 3 was uploaded, and that was unpacking self-trust. So the affirmation that we shared was my energy is balanced, aligned, and clear. It is safe to trust myself. So trust is the foundation of any healthy relationship, and the relationship we have with ourselves, it's not exempt. So when we trust ourselves, we build our confidence and flow through life a tad bit easier. So in last week's episode, we discussed why we struggle with consistently and confidently trusting ourselves, and trusting other people's. That was some country shit. Trusting other people and trusting the decisions that we make. So we highlighted a few ways to build self-trust and affirmed that trusting ourselves is simply deciding to show up daily in the face of self-doubt. So
the girlfriend said we were reading them last week.
Sorry, y'all.
I thought we were reading ourselves.
That's what it felt like.
Yeah, the self-read.
And you know what? We haven't said this in a long time, but we're all here together. We're doing the work together.
And we read and drag with love.
Yeah, it's all with love. It's from a good place.
It is.
So yeah, but this week.
So this week we're wrapping up our series with episode 153, and we're going to be talking about self-actualization.
Come on.
So you're probably wondering what the fuck that is. Some of you may know, especially our psych majors, because this is usually something that's covered in psychology. Mm-hmm. But self-actualization is actually all about what this show is about.
Yes.
Thriving versus surviving.
Shifting.
We all know how to survive.
Yeah.
You know, because we have these apps on our phone where we can listen to this podcast. So survival's there.
Yeah.
But the thriving is what we're really trying to do.
The in search of. In search of
thriving.
Yes.
So self-actualization occurs when you fully meet your needs and you reach your full potential. Meaning that you're doing everything that you're capable of doing. Mm-hmm. Doesn't that sound amazing?
That sounds like highest vibration.
Yeah.
That sounds like your home frequency.
Yeah, because we often can end up in spaces where it's like, I know for myself, sometimes I feel like, am I really doing all that I'm capable of, or am I just getting by? Kind of like we talked about with the growth mindset versus fixed mindset, being lazy, just doing the bare minimum, not really going above and beyond. And when you watch documentaries like The Last Dance.
Ooh, child. Now that lit a fire under my booty hole.
Yeah, The Last Dance. The No
Jordan.
Limit documentary.
Oh, you end up watching it?
I watched the first episode, the mini doc, the series. You realize that people like that are self-actualized.
Oh, yeah.
Like, they definitely... Beyonce.
The Homecoming documentary.
Yeah.
These people who are moguls.
Yes.
Right? People who are moguls and really self-actualization. It's just the ability to become the best version of yourself.
Yes.
And that's what we see when we're watching these people, the Kobe Bryants.
Mm-hmm.
You know?
And you like see them. You see them at one stage and you see how their progression and their development, their energy, their drive creates an optimal version of a person. And I know I want to be my the optimal version of myself. I don't want to be a basic bitch. Like, it's easy to just be Brittany 1.0.
Yeah. I feel like I'm
trying to be Brittany 2.0.
She's probably operating at about a 60%.
Yeah.
70 when I put mascara on. Just saying. 70 on a regular, you know. I'm definitely at a 60 on the work week and 75, 80 on the weekend. It's rare.
You're talking about physically. Mm-hmm. We're talking about...
I know. I'm just saying. You know, it's easy to bring back. Once we start talking about basic, I'm like, yeah, I'm falling in that category. I'm falling in that category.
Yeah, I can always tell when I'm operating at...
When you're really tapped in at bad bitch level.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And when I'm at basic bitch.
Feeling kind of defeated.
Yeah, so the goal is to be a bad bitch.
Mm-hmm.
So in order to do that, that's what we're going to be talking about today. So... There's this guy, Abraham Maslow.
There's this guy.
He was a psychologist, specifically a humanistic psychologist. There are so many different types of psychologists, but this is the type that this man was. Mm-hmm. So he had this hierarchy of needs theory that he proposed in his 1943 paper, A Theory of Human Motivation. Mm-hmm. And basically what the Maslow's hierarchy of needs is a pyramid. And you've probably seen it. It's a pyramid that goes in order of what... he deemed our needs were. Yeah. So at the lowest stage, it contains the most basic needs. So these needs are things like food, water, shelter. Mm-hmm. You know?
Yeah.
Our basics.
Basic, bitch.
Then there's a second stage. So this stage represents our safety needs. So this is like security and stability. I need to feel safe.
That's one of my core desired feelings.
That's one of my, secure to be exact.
Period.
I definitely need to feel secure venturing off. Security is key for me. Period. Make a bitch feel secure, and it varies on different levels. You know what definitely. I'm saying? Like, in each stage, there's a way that you can make someone feel secure.
Yes.
And if I don't feel secure, I can't settle. I can't settle down, is what I mean. Because
I can't open up.
Bitch can't open up. Literally and figuratively. A bitch can't open up.
Legs and heart. Where it matters, heart and coochie.
Kitchen's closed. The kitchen is closed.
Yeah.
So for sure, security.
It's the security for me.
For sure. Mm-hmm. So the third stage includes belonging or relationship needs. Mm-hmm. So this is your sense of love, community, adoration, belonging. And then the fourth stage involves respect. Respect. Or your esteem needs, both from yourself and others. So self-esteem and respect for other people. Mm-hmm. And then the fifth and final stage, or the tip of the pyramid, the tip of the iceberg, to just put the tip in.
Oh.
Is self-actualization.
You made it
and
freaky.
This is, I know. Maybe it's the wine. And this is when you are realizing your full potential.
Yeah, you're the Beyonce of this shit. You're the MJ of this shit. And that's relative to your own life.
Right.
Not necessarily comparing your journey or your self-actualization process to their self-actualization
Of course not, but we know when we say the Beyonce, what we mean when we say...
We mean like...
Because I'd be like, we need to be the Beyonce of podcasts.
Getting it in. So the pyramid model offers some general guidance for the path of sex ed.
Damn, where y'all mine?
The same place yours is. You just said some freaky shit too. So the pyramid offers some general guidance for the path of self-actualization, but it also has some limitations. So it's good to remember that the self-actualization, it can be fluid. It's not very rigid. You know, whereas some people might lack food and shelter, which are their basic needs, you can still have meaningful relationships and be respectful of others.
Yeah.
So, it's not like a check, like, okay, I got my basic needs checked.
Right.
And then I got my, I feel safe.
Right.
And then there's my relationships. It's not like that. It's
like
very
that.
fluid. We can go in and out of these stages because, like we said, we're having a human experience and we usually don't stay in any one space.
Yeah, and it's all about a journey. Like, we're not saying, we don't want you to think that self-actualization is about perfection or about things always going the way you want. Like, once I'm self-actualized, everything is great, everything's perfect, I don't have anything to worry about. Because you can be a self-actualized person and still experience challenges. So,
difficulties and adversity.
Life.
Sisters.
It's called life.
Yes.
Did you ever watch that movie?
Yeah.
Okay.
You.
No.
Really,
That wasn't even trying to be funny.
No, I think you were.
No, I swear to God, on me, I was not. But I'm just happy you did.
Yeah.
But anyways, yes, there's still going to be challenges. So, what self-actualization is about understanding your limitations while focusing on your unique strengths. And your strengths can be anything. It can be practical skills, parenting abilities, creative skills, emotional insights, artistic talents, just knowing what your strength is. Shit.
Yeah, and it's like we said, it's not what anybody else's strength is. And it's funny that when we say like understanding your talents and like what you're good at and thinking about creativity, I feel like personally for me, I always think like, oh, my strength must be something like if I think in terms of creativity, I think artistic. Like a bitch
like
has
drawing,
to be,
a musician,
and I'm like, I can't even paint.
Songwriter.
I be thinking I need to get some oils on canvas, But really, seriously, when we realize our strengths, the objective is to live our life from this way or live our life in a way that utilizes our skills in the best way possible, which allows us to live more fulfilled and it assists us with living our dreams. So if you're a good ass parent, be a good goddamn parent.
Yeah, like some people are really like, wow, you really are good at doing that parent shit.
If you're good with offering emotional insight to people or cooking, or you're practical, or maybe you do have a very creative side to you, hone in on that, because when you hone in on that, you feel more fulfilled. You feel like you're living in your purpose, and you can flow through life and get to that self-actualized stage. Not quicker, but we can start achieving our little dreams, the big ones and the small ones.
Yeah, and it's about being honest with yourself too, because in our journey to realizing our strengths, we may realize that something that we want to be strong in or have a desire to do might not be a fit for us. Like, for example,
it might look a little different.
Like, for example, if I wanted to be a fashion designer, which you guys have heard my FITM story.
Yeah, we've heard that one.
You heard my FITM story. You want to be a fashion designer, but it's just not working for you. Either you are not good at drawing or really coming up with the designs, are not really being translated in the way they are in your head, which is key as a designer. Maybe instead you're a good stylist or a consultant and you're still in the fashion industry, but not in the way that you originally thought.
Yeah.
And that's great. You're just honing in on your strengths. The styling is effortless to you and you do a damn good job at it.
And you can bring that to the table and be a good teammate too.
Yes.
That's really important. And there are a range of characteristics that tend to be associated with self-actualization. So make sure that you keep in your mind, we keep in our mind, that a self-actualized person can be all of the characteristics that we're going to list, but also a person can have all these characteristics and still not be a self-actualized person. Does that make sense?
Yeah, so it's not a checklist.
It's not a checklist, and it's not to say if you have all the characteristics, okay, a bitch is self-actualized.
Exactly.
Because it's not about that. It's really this is about vibrating at your highest frequency.
Exactly.
Whatever that looks like, and living authentically and living with purpose. Yeah, high, the bitch that you are when you're at your thriving.
Hey y'all, so quick break to talk about how it's been a little challenging for myself, and I'm sure others, during these uncertain times. We're in uncharted territory, and I know that I've had to implement some different grounding practices just to stay atop,
stay afloat,
stay grounded. And one cool product that I've implemented recently is CBD oil by Ned. It's been a great addition to my life. CBD is great for treating anxiety and PTSD, depression,
helping with
insomnia, yeah, things of that nature. And this brand Ned has some high quality CBD blends.
Yeah.
And we've been using the full spectrum hemp oil, the 300 milligrams, and it's been great.
You know what I love about Ned? Because many of you know there's CBD companies all over the world. Everywhere you see them popping up, you can get the drinks, all type of stuff. But it's just good to remember that all CBD companies are not created equally. So what I love about Ned is the transparency. They give you the full scope of where they get their CBD oil. They work with a local grower. So, you know, there's a lot of transparency around the brand, a lot of sustainability,
integrity.
And they're just a really, really great small batch, third-party tested brand.
Yes,
which is what we love.
We've had conversations with the founders, and it's great vibes, great energy, and most importantly, great product.
Yes.
Fully stand by and support this product. And we know that it's something that our listeners will enjoy as well. You guys know we only bring you things that we've tried, that we love, and that work. So if you're looking for something to just kind of help you take the edge off, help you relax, help you stay grounded during these weird times, you should give it a try. There's so many different products that they offer, but
yeah, the other night I tried it in my tea.
And it worked good for you?
Worked well. And you know, you can try it in your coffee, in your tea as a little nightcap.
I usually just put a little under my tongue and
go to bed.
Just chill.
Rest and relax.
Just chill. So if you want to check out Ned and try their CBD for yourself, we have a special offer for our podcast audience.
Yay!
Go to www.helloned.com/bravado or enter Bravado at checkout for 15% off your first one-time order or 20% off your first subscription order plus free shipping. That's HELLONED.com/bravado to get 15% off your first one-time order or 20% off your first subscription order plus free shipping.
You won't regret it.
You will not. All right. Let us know how you like it. Bravado babes. By now, you should know that over here, health is wealth. And we want to share with you a super cool brand called Care of. Care of is a wellness brand that makes it easy to maintain your health goals with a customized vitamin plan that helps you feel your best today and supports you long term. I personally love Care of because it's hassle-free. My vitamins are delivered in daily individually wrapped packets that are super cute. They have inspirational quotes on them, aesthetically pleasing, and most importantly, it helps me stick to my routine. They also formulate their products with good-for-you clean ingredients that are backed by science, which is really important because over here we also care about what we put into our bodies. But the real cherry on the top is the personalization. So when you go on their website, they have this 5-minute online quiz, which is super fun and easy to take. They ask me questions about my diet, my lifestyle, how much sleep I get, am I concerned about my hair or skin health, what are my workout habits, and then they use this information to help select the perfect blend of vitamins to address my specific wellness goals. So Care of is that girl. Honestly, truly, it makes it easy. Sometimes selecting vitamins can be a hassle or overwhelming. You don't know which ones you need to take, and Care of makes that super easy. So right now you can get 50% off your first Care of order by going to takecareof.com and entering the code Bravado50. That is 50% off your first Care of order. Go to www.takecareof.com and enter code Bravado50. You're going to love this. So we were reading this amazing article on healthline.com, and they gave some great pointers or characteristics for what self-actualized people tend to do. So the first one, self-actualized people tend to live their life for themselves, and this is not based on what others think they should do. So they don't subscribe to group thinking. And they typically can enjoy solitude without also needing the company of others. Love that.
Yes.
And you know what? This is very important because groupthink has really been a thing, especially on social media with these movements.
Oh, yeah.
I feel like someone who's self-actualized wouldn't be as shaken. You know what I'm saying? Like they will find their space and stand firm in it and not be like so frazzled or maybe overwhelmed, because it's like, I know what I believe in. This is it, and that's all.
Yeah. And not to say that you can't gather more information and have a different alternative perspective. So don't make it seem like you have to be, not you, I'm saying, don't interpret it as that you have to be set in your ways or stubborn. Because
definitely not.
If you hear a new way of doing something or alternative perspective and you find that that's more aligned, then I think a self-actualized person would make a discerned decision.
Yeah.
And move accordingly.
For sure.
Self-actualized people tend to be more grounded in reality. They have a good sense of actual possibilities and can spot a fake hoe. Okay, we can discern the fakeness in a motherfucker.
Yeah.
I
love a grounded in reality person.
Yeah, I'm a little grounded in reality.
You're a little what?
I said grounded in reality. I'm pretty realistic. I'm pretty realistic. Yeah, you're very realistic.
Yeah, bitch be in here and now. Like this is what's in front of us.
Cue the Luther Vandross.
This is what's in front of us, so this is what I'm working with.
And you know what? Like I said, we can really see when somebody ain't legit. I be knowing, I'm like, this bitch got some issues.
Yeah, I can spot a fake hoe from a mile away.
Period. I'm like, fake hoe.
Yeah, there's something about it.
I'm like, I read you. I picked up on your fake ass energy.
The fake fakes.
Mm-hmm.
Self-actualized people also are comfortable with not always knowing what's next. They're okay with the unknown, and this is not me. I am not comfortable with not knowing what's next. I can say that 10 toes down wholeheartedly. A bitch wants to know. Did you see that meme? Okay, there was two memes.
I'm like, what did it say?
There was two memes. One that says, okay, God, I don't gotta know when my husband's coming, but can you at least send a tracking number?
Okay, that.
And then the other one.
That's knowing when. The tracking number?
Just give me the tracking number.
The tracking number gives you the exact.
And then the other one said, no, because sometimes it can get lost or delayed. Especially due to COVID.
Stop it.
And then the other one said, okay, if it ain't no more husbands, then just say that.
Yeah. No.
Say it. If you've ran out, just let us know so we can find another alternative. Because we're waiting on husbands, and if you're out of stock,
if you're out of husbands, I need to start looking for a wife. Do we need to
sign up for the mailing list? What the fuck do we need to do?
What is it? The alert when restock.
Shit, alert
me when they're restocks. I'll be like, you got my email?
Did I put in the right email address?
Right. Where's my shit? No, yeah, I've seen that. That's so funny.
But anyway, yeah. Are you comfortable with not knowing what's next? Can you just rest?
Who? No, you know that I can't now. Come on. You know that ain't me.
That's so sad for me.
I'm like, when is this going to happen?
I just, oh man, I be meditating on just releasing, but it's a work in progress. It's a journey.
You're getting there. Yeah. Self-actualized people have compassion, kindness, and acceptance. So this goes for both themselves and for others that they engage with. I feel like I'm pretty compassionate, and I feel like I got this. I feel like sometimes the acceptance I struggle with.
Yeah, and it's all about accepting people that are totally different from you too.
Yeah, it's not all about because you know why? You're not really that accepting of people who are like you.
You are accepting of people who are like you, who aren't like you.
No, what I'm saying is it doesn't take much to accept people who are like you.
No, that's second nature.
Exactly. That's why it doesn't feel like it's acceptance.
Right,
it's
but
like
the real test
likeness.
is when you have to accept people who are totally opposite from you and be compassionate and have empathy for them. Exactly. That's when it's really put to the test. Like my coworker.
Because damn near when I'm with somebody who's like me, it's like a mirror.
Exactly. Like there's relatability there. It's easy. It's like, oh, we get along, we mesh.
Yeah.
But my coworkers.
Yeah, tell us about them.
I'm like, you have to have compassion and empathy with the Black Lives Matter movement. You shouldn't have to happen to you. You shouldn't have to be directly affected for you to have some empathy.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, this is wrong.
Allyship.
It's fucked up. And that's why we have compassion.
It's about seeing yourself in others.
Yeah.
That's really what it's about. I feel like, you know what? That's why my heart goes out to the animals.
You care about animals more than humans.
No.
You're more compassionate to them.
I know what you're going to say.
What was I going to say? I wasn't going to say nothing.
Okay.
I wasn't even going to say it, see?
But you be, every time I say something, if I see somebody on the street or something, which I feel badly that there's people on the street, I feel terribly. And then I see them with their dog, I'm like, oh my God.
She says, oh my God, I feel so bad for the dog.
No, Brittany, I feel bad for them both. But you know why? I feel like because the dog has no awareness of like homelessness.
And that, yeah, the dog doesn't. The dog is
still just where. No. But the fact that the dog is still just there, and I'm like, wow, I feel bad for the person, but the person has awareness of like homelessness, not being homeless, right? Like, which sucks too.
That's the bad part because they're aware. The dog's not.
I know they're both there. It's terrible. I just have a thing for animals. I feel like because they can't fend for themselves, they're really at our disposal.
The Dr. Dolittle. Yeah.
Dr. Doolittle.
Yeah. The Dr. Dolittle vibe. Once you had compassion for the raccoons bossing up at my door, I'm like, oh, this bitch is sick. I can't get into my home because of raccoon. I'm scared of raccoons. They have rabies and they're violent. And Germany's like, oh, but the raccoon, there's nothing to be scared of. There's a lot to be scared of. And I need that raccoon gone, bitch. And you're sick because you're taking the raccoon side over mine.
You aren't, because you know why? You'll completely disconnect from the fucking animal. You'll be like, no, it can die, kill it. I'm like, hold on. We taking a whole different approach.
Yeah.
No, I have such a thing for animals.
Once you step on my property, you got to be ready to die.
No. Oh,
and
my
that's
goodness.
for an animal, a man, a woman, whoever wants to step to my property.
Now, the man and woman for sure, though.
Be ready to die.
I don't want to kill the animals. Hell no.
I want to kill whoever want to kill me.
The raccoons do not want to fucking kill you. That's what I'm saying.
They do, though. And that's what you're not seeing. That's what you're not seeing.
This girl actually does not get it, y'all. I mean, I know raccoons get it popping. I know they get it cracking.
Yeah.
But come on, they ain't about to beat you down. They ain't. She be like, oh my God, the raccoons.
Yeah.
God.
She's just like the people over in my neighborhood. They were so anti-Black Lives Matter, saying all lives matter, but wanted to rally together to pay for the burial of one of the raccoons in the neighborhood.
Yeah.
To pay to get him cremated.
No,
So come on now. Get over here on the good side.
I know I wouldn't do that though.
Okay.
I probably would donate or something. I don't know what I would do. I would have to have seen it and like had a connection with
was like R.I.P. Okay, so also
sorry, y'all.
Self-actualized people also have the tendency to build long-lasting friendships with a few rather than casual friendships with many people.
The no new friends.
This is me for sure. Yeah.
Although I think it's good to have new friends.
I do think it's good to have good friends too, but I definitely have, if we're comparing, I definitely have fewer long lasting than like hella acquaintances, because even with the acquaintances, like those are even kind of minimal.
Yeah. The close knit.
Like I know people, but that's where it begins and ends.
Yeah, I'm not necessarily gonna bring them out for a party. It ain't that type of vibe.
Yeah,
it's the same.
It's like when we're in the same space, like we have a good time, we laugh, and you know it's good energy, good vibes. But when we're not in the space, then usually the communication
fickle.
It fizzles out.
Yeah, it does. And speaking of laughter, self-actualized people tend to have a good sense of humor. They have the ability to laugh off their mistakes, and they can help others see the humor and light in challenging situations. This is us.
Yeah.
I mean, unless it's getting like real sticky. And it's like, we be so like torn up about stuff.
What do you mean when it's getting sticky?
Sometimes we be torn up about shit.
Like what?
Like we can't always laugh off our mistakes. We end up having to not laugh it off. We be like, fuck it off.
Like what?
Like,
give me an example.
Like if we
fuck off a mistake.
Like if we do something. For me specifically,
I need an example.
I'm about to tell you.
Okay, tell me, girl.
Damn.
Tell me.
Like if I do something and it's wrong, the only way I can get over it is being like, I don't give a fuck, or fuck it. I'd be like, fuck it, it's cool. But really, I don't laugh it off.
Fuck it.
I don't laugh it off. I don't be like, I could make a joke and I could like create laughter, and I'm good with I'm good with helping other people see it's light. See, the glass is half full. But when it comes to my own mistakes, I don't be laughing them shits off.
You don't be laughing at
I just be like, fuck it, it's cool.
Yeah.
I don't give a fuck. Or I'll be like, fuck that shit.
Yeah, like maybe not like with the mistakes, the laughing thing, but I definitely in YouTube can bring light. Like can make
That's
humor.
What we do here.
Can make humor and light out of situations that are sometimes heavy, and some people don't receive it well.
We do it here all the time.
We do it here all the time. Y'all know that for sure. I mean, if you're listening, you know the vibes.
Where were we somewhere and it was like super heavy energy and we were like making light and we were like, sorry, this is just our approach.
I don't know.
I feel like we were at a function with somebody who was super woke or like transcending or like being, what the fuck?
Who fucking knows? I don't remember.
You know,
that's happened a couple of times, but
where we're just like making fun of it.
That's just what I do. I make humor out of things. Humor is just my thing. Humor is actually a language for me.
Yeah. Yes.
It's a language. Like, I speak in humor because people are always chuckling like, you're so funny, you're so funny. And I'm like, I'm not trying to be funny. That's just the way that I communicate.
Same. I think it's almost like a love language.
You think?
I think
so. Because I like when people say little funny shit too. I'm like, you get it.
Yeah.
Because if you're a stick in the mud, you can't be around me.
I think there are more things that are love languages as opposed to instead of just
the 5 basics.
Yeah. Like, I think
music.
Like,
okay, you know one of mine?
Sending me music is a love language.
Okay, what's one of mine?
Bitch gonna say gifts. Driving down the coast.
Oh, shit.
Driving down the coast. Somebody planning dates.
Okay, that's an act of service.
What?
Planning a date is an act of service.
I'm saying what is, you said what's one of mine?
One of mine is maybe that's the act of service too. My love language is like going to cute restaurants
and Malibu and driving down the coast and
going to cute restaurants that we found on Yelp.
Okay.
Like, that's I like a vibe of find a research. Like, I don't want to keep going to the same little restaurant just to eat. We just gotta eat.
Yeah.
I like going to like cute places with vibes that we found on Yelp. So if a nigga's coming to me with like, oh my God, let's go to this place that I found on Yelp. It has da 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 and it's cute and it's this and that. Love language.
Yeah. Those, I definitely feel loved when somebody's like sending me music and thinking about me and yeah. Nigga.
So that's our sub love language
episode. That was our like sub underneath our big ones.
So acts of service and gifts are my big one. Okay. Big ones. And sub
cute restaurants. Cute things to do.
Cute shit. Yeah.
I think it's also I think maybe
it needs to be cute.
I think it's
sure.
Initiative.
Cute is my
Your sub language is taking initiative.
Oh yes.
That's it. It's initiative.
Would that be an act of service?
No, because act of service is actually doing something.
Okay.
Like, so I think taking the initiative.
It's the initiative for me, and that's everywhere. Germany knows I'm like, the initiative.
Yeah, it's the initiative.
Yeah,
it's the initiative.
It's the initiative.
And you know what? I think that if I had to redo my test now, I was a 30-something, I think physical touch.
I think quality time has been added to mine because bitch needs some time.
Quality time is one of mine for sure. Physical touch and acts of service.
Tease me.
But because I started to like rethink about what physical touch is. In my previous relationship, I think that I had only associated physical touch with like sex. Whereas now I think about it like I do want to be caressed by my partner. I do want to hold his hand.
I do want to be touched. Not the PDA. Germany's so PDA. Oh my God.
Shut up. I am.
Physical touch is great for you.
Yeah, I am. Like, I want to be like, hold my hand. I want to give little smooches. I want to like grab my waist.
Yeah, physical touch maybe is at the bottom of mine. I want to be touched.
In the privacy of your home.
Touch me. Hey, did you see that movie Eve's Bayou? Where they were like, touch me on my inside parts.
What? I actually did not. So let's get it going.
We've gone off on a lot of tangents.
It's okay.
So what else? Okay, so we're talking about what self-actualized people tend to do.
Yeah, let's bring it back.
Live for the moment. Self-actualized people enjoy living for the moment naturally and with spontaneity.
Yes.
And they're okay with whatever happens next and lives in a way that isn't always routine and rigid. I've been working on being more spontaneous. It's really not my nature. I really I'm a plan girl. Like if we,
Same.
like if we're going to go out, can I have like 24 hours? Cause I need to know like, what am I wearing?
Same.
Like, I don't want to it's like, I kind of want to though. Like I kind of like the spontaneity, like, hey, pull up over here. But it's like, nigga, I'm not prepared to pull up.
It's the preparation.
I'm not prepared.
If you were prepared, if you had looks, if you were able to turn shit quick, then you would be down for the spontaneity.
Exactly.
Yeah. I agree. Yeah, my boo is very spontaneous. He's like, yeah, let's go. Let's do it. And I'm like,
yeah, he is, because one day they called me. One morning I was sitting here, doing my typical Sunday morning routine, and which is chilling.
Right.
And I get a call from Germany. And so, I pick up the phone. What it do?
Mm-hmm.
And it's her boo.
Yeah.
And he was like, are you ready for life right now? And I'm like, something.
He was like, are you ready?
Are you ready? And I was like, ready for what? And he was like, for life, to live. And I was like, I stay ready. I'm always ready. I'm thinking it was just this question, a trick question. I'm ready. Yes, I'm living.
Right.
And then he was like, okay, well, we're about to pull up on you. You come out to the car. We about to go to the office. I'm like, hold on. We're about to do what? We're about to do what?
Yeah.
I was not ready.
Mm-hmm.
But I got ready in 10 minutes.
You did. You were like, do I have 10 minutes? He said, you have 8.
I got ready.
He's like, let's go.
Which is not something I would normally do ever. I swear to God, I would not.
I wasn't expecting that either. We were like 4 blocks away. And he was like...
Yeah, that's why Germany's scary self didn't even want to talk on the phone.
No, because he was like, call Brittany. Brittany might want to see... We seen Alex Isley at the office.
Oh, that was Alex Isley that day.
He was like, Brittany might want to see Alex Isley. Like, call Brittany. I was like, she's going to hate me right now for this. I was like, no, you're going to stress her out. He was like, call her.
Yeah.
Call her and see. I said...
I would have typically been stressed, but you know what I said?
Why not?
Why not?
Why not? So I said, you call her here.
Everything doesn't have to be a thing.
Yeah. I'm glad you did that. And so, I probably would have said, can I meet y'all there? Can y'all send me, drop a pin? Drop a pin. I know me. I wouldn't have been able to just go with the flow. So it's not hard, but I am a person who likes a plan.
I love a plan.
I like a plan. Like, just give me some notice so I can prepare.
Yeah.
A little bit. But
it provides me, I feel like plans provides me with that security and stability that I like.
Yes. Bring it around.
And the lack of plan just kind of doesn't.
Makes me feel frazzled.
Yeah, it makes me feel frazzled. But I'm definitely trying to be less rigid and go with the flow more and be more spontaneous. It's going to definitely take some work for me. But it's good to know that this is a characteristic of someone who's self-actualized.
And the good thing is that every time an opportunity presents itself, take it. That's how we expand.
Yes.
And how we grow.
I agree.
Yeah, so you did a good job that day. You did a good job that day. Okay, so
Thank you.
You're welcome. A self-actualized person maybe are creative, or they are creative. So like we said earlier, creativity isn't limited to artistic capabilities. This could look like maybe you're able to assess problems with a new way of thinking.
Yeah.
Right? Maybe you have different insight that other people don't have, or you can approach a situation very solution driven, or just bring a different insight to the table.
Yeah, you're great with logistics.
Yeah.
Organizing, planning, whatever that looks like, that's creativity.
Because creativity, people be like, I'm the artist.
I'm an artist and I'm sensitive
about
my music. Shit.
I'm like, I don't do music. I don't paint, bitch. I don't sew. I don't dance. I mean, I dance, but she
dances.
I don't do no what's that dance? Contemporary style.
Choreography.
Contemporary is what I was leaning towards.
Oh, okay.
Do you remember? So you think you can dance? So you think you can dance?
What were they doing? Did they have a routine that they practiced and then they performed it on?
At first they practice they show up and they dance freestyle, and then they get chosen, and then they give them a routine.
And then they meet they pair them with a choreographer. Yeah.
And before they do a group choreographed routine in the beginning to open the show, and then they're paired with a choreographer, and then as the show goes on, they're paired with a person.
Yeah, I remember that.
I used to love that.
Me too.
Travis was my favorite.
I don't remember their names, but
that's where Twitch got his start.
Who's Twitch?
On Ellen, he's like DJ for Ellen. Twitch, the black guy on Ellen. Come on now, the one who's always dancing.
I don't watch Ellen, and now I'm glad I don't, because you see the controversy popping off.
Oh my God!
I don't watch Ellen.
Well, he got his start on So You Think You Can Dance.
Oh, okay. Well, that's good for him.
Breadcrumbs.
Shout out to Twitch.
Yeah, breadcrumbs.
A self-actualized person also enjoys peak experiences. So a peak experience describes a moment of euphoria, wonder, and joy, often characterized by a sense of feeling connected to the universe.
Shawty off of Molly. That's what that meant.
I definitely need to enjoy peak experiences more. Like, things happen and I'm like, oh, that was cool, but like,
the euphoria,
or maybe like moments happen and they're just so fleeting that I don't really like soak them up.
Grasp them. Yeah, definitely. The euphoria feelings. I've had some peak experiences. I'd like a few more.
I like some too, a handful.
Yeah, I need a few more. A self-actualized person leads a purpose-driven and filled life. You can see the bigger picture without solely focusing on yourself, and likely dedicate your life to a mission or a cause of a deeper purpose. The humanitarian. Yes. The humanitarian. The Rihanna. Rihanna is a humanitarian like nobody's business.
Rihanna is too. There's a lot of others too.
Yeah, there are, but she's like Yeah. Biggie.
For sure. Because that's what it's about.
I need to get in more into community service.
Me too. I always think that too.
I have a few like here and there, and then
but nothing consistent.
I need to get more humanitarian-ish.
Same. It's not all about us. It's easy for us to focus on ourselves. I know I'd be focused on myself, the her. Focus on me.
The she, her.
But you know what? You end up feeling really fulfilled and actually finding your purpose when you shift your focus on other people. I think that's why I like doing this podcast.
This is a part of us giving back.
Yes. Self-actualized people also express gratitude for the small things, appreciating the simple joys as if it's the first time you've experienced them, like a sunrise, your lover's kiss, a hand on the small of your back.
Yes. A cup of the ass.
Yes.
I love a little cup on the ass.
I love it too.
I love that.
Yeah, so just expressing gratitude for the little things, like, oh my God, I'm really thankful for this cup of tea. Sometimes I have little moments where I'm like, oh, I'm thankful that I have this right now.
Roof over my head.
If hell yeah.
I want to say sex ed. Self-actualized people are compassionate, right? So they care for all people and work towards preventing acts of injustice. We want justice, motherfuckers.
No
That's
justice, no peace, no
Period.
racist
Say
ass
it loud.
police.
Say it loud.
Remember what was that chant we were saying at the protest?
No justice, no peace. Fuck these racist ass police. And once I seen Portland saying, my neck and my back, we want these streets back. I said, taking that to the next protest. Taking that one out to the streets.
Dead and gone.
My neck, my back. We got to take these streets back. My neck.
Oh, they flipped it a little, the tune.
Yeah, they kind of, my neck and my
Got it.
I can't remember.
If all of these traits seem unattainable, the ones we just listed, you have to remember that self-actualization is a process and a journey. There's no end destination, so we don't have to go down like, okay, so I did my humanitarian efforts.
Right.
Got that basis covered. Okay, I did something spontaneous this week. A bitch is self-actualized. What?
Right.
It's a journey, and sometimes you're operating in some of these traits, sometimes you're not, but we get the bigger picture.
Yeah, and like we said, you can have some of those traits and be self-actualized. You can have all those traits and still not be self-actualized. So understand if you're living purposefully, authentically, compassionately, all that matters.
Yes.
And this is an ongoing life pursuit, right?
It is. It's something you have to constantly nurture.
Yeah, you're on the right path.
And it's about living intentionally. And that's why we put this in the You versus You series, because you're the only one who has the power to change these things and to live this way.
Yes.
Nobody else can do it for you. So it's up to you.
Let's get it.
So
who's next?
Here's a few additional tips that can serve as a guide along your journey. Practice acceptance. So be okay with what comes and how it comes. Get comfortable accepting the unknowns of life. Try to avoid wishful thinking and remain practical if things go differently than you initially planned. Okay, this also means accepting yourself and others as they are. Extend compassion and understanding even when it's difficult. Yeah, you can't.
It's the even when it's difficult for me.
Even when it's difficult.
Even when.
And we can't be not accepting other people and want to be accepted. Yeah. Want people to extend grace for us when we don't extend grace to other people.
That's it. Talk about it. Another little tip is, like we said, live spontaneously. Enjoy the moments without worrying about how things should go or how they should be or what you should be doing. Although it might feel safe to stick with what you know, be open to trying new things. And this doesn't mean like I'm about to go skydiving. Like, I think people try to say spontaneity or being spontaneous looks like wild and free, and it's not that. It could be like, I'm taking a different route home today.
Yes.
Or I'm trying a food that I never had. Or like
I'm
Brittany
saying
did.
Hi to a stranger.
Saying hi to a stranger. Or somebody invites me somewhere where I would normally say no. I'm going to just go for it and say, sure, I'm coming. You know, it's just about taking the extra little step to do something a little different.
And that's about living in the flow too, because saying no and resisting everything
in the now.
Yeah, saying no and resisting everything, you can really be taking yourself off of life's path for you.
Yeah.
Okay. Another tip, get comfy with yourself. Ooh, comfy, cozy. Remember, the relationship you have with yourself is extremely important. So nurture it. Seek to attain calmness when you're in solitude and look forward to the moments you have with yourself. I like moments with myself for sure. I feel like I use solitude to recharge. Like, as much as I love being around people and, kikiing and functioning and all that, I do like moments of solitude.
Yeah, it's so funny this weekend. Mm-hmm. I like being by myself, but I feel like I'm by myself a lot throughout the week. So especially now, like during quarantine, I mean, I'm over here too. We do the back and forth.
Right.
But for the most part, I be home. And I was thinking like this weekend, I really had a lot of the business being in solitude.
Self-love.
Okay. I was in solitude, and I almost like last night, I almost
had
said
an anxiety attack.
No, hell no.
Oh.
I haven't had that in a long time.
What?
Thank God. Praise him for delivery.
Right.
I was like, oh, me and Brittany should watch Black is King together. But then I said,
watch it by yourself.
Yeah, I said, it's okay. Because I felt like what I was doing was trying to get out of the feeling of having been alone all weekend. Like once you came back. And as soon as I was going to reach out to text you, I was like, nah, just sit on the couch.
Yeah.
I'm like, it's okay. And she's already had a long weekend with engaging with other people too. So recharging is necessary.
I've had more solitude than I would like.
Yeah.
With the quarantine. Like a bitch like solitude, but...
She's really been in solitude.
Not this much. So, like, as much as I appreciate solitude, I like it in a balance of it.
Yeah,
and
definitely.
So I'm ready for it not to be so much goddamn solitude. But what did it say up here?
So,
something about
what?
Trust in the process or not knowing the future. Something. Refer back to that point.
Next, we're gonna appreciate the little things. So express gratitude for your day-to-day life, like even in your busyness, even the things that appear mundane and that you might normally ignore. So this might be showing appreciation for a delicious home-cooked meal, or even if it ain't home-cooked, a delicious meal, something good, delicious. Cuddles from your significant other or your pet, amazing weather, no traffic, a great hair day, ass looking fatter. I mean, hey, opportunities are endless.
Skin's not breaking out.
Skin, okay? A text from your crush.
Yes.
Somebody reaching out to you and saying, good job.
Hello.
Whatever it is, right? The bills getting pushed back due to the quarantine.
Okay. A second stimulus might be coming.
Whatever it is, just being appreciative and expressing gratitude for things that we take for granted a lot of times.
Yes. Also, something that we preach almost every episode, live authentically. We're honoring our truths. We're setting boundaries. We're avoiding manipulation, dishonesty, and low frequency interactions. And we're just being honest with ourselves about our desires and our needs. When you're living authentically, you live in peace.
Yes.
This is what the fuck it takes to fuck with me. Can you do it or not?
Can you keep up, baby boy?
Yeah.
Maybe lose my breath. Strengthen your compassion muscle. Bitch, I got it off the muscle.
You want to fight? I want to tussle.
There it is. Extend compassion and empathy beyond your immediate circle and friends, of your circle of friends and family. It's easy to be like, that's my brother, that's my mama.
Yeah.
You could be compassionate for the people you know, but
in your sleep.
When you're really thugging is when you're doing it beyond yourself, beyond the people you know. And when you're taking time to learn about what you don't know and developing a new understanding for those differences that keep you from being compassionate, right? Because there's sometimes where we're like there's like a blockage, a barrier.
Ignorance.
Yeah, and ignorance. Like I'm just gonna say like LGBTQ rights. Like a lot of people might feel like there's a lack of compassion for whatever causes Black Lives Matter, a marginalized group.
Yeah.
And it's because you're not in that group. So you don't understand the struggles. You don't understand
exactly
the culture, the lifestyle. So it's easy to just write off and be like, I don't have to have compassion for me. It don't affect me.
Right.
But the more that we hold space for understanding and hold space to learn what keeps us from being compassionate. So reading books by marginalized authors or Black authors or gay authors, whatever it might be, or being immersed in the culture, reading, watching film, then you gain a little bit more understanding. And then it's like, I can be compassionate for that person. I can extend empathy because now I have awareness.
Your neighbor is good, has really strengthened her compassion muscle. For Caesar?
Yes. Amber,
she, Germany's neighbor, has everyone bringing their recyclables.
Which I got to take yours.
I threw them away. I put them in Germany. You had them sitting here for a week. I put them in the recycling bin.
How dare you?
I'll give you my next round. Shush. That's not what we're talking about.
God.
Amber's neighbor has
Caesar's disappointed in you.
Germany's neighbor Amber has been collecting recyclables in one spot for Caesar, who was originally like going through the trash cans for recyclables. And some people were complaining, like, it's loud when he goes through the trash cans. So she has everyone bringing their recyclables to her trash can, and then she's giving them to Caesar. And she knows Caesar. She's taking the time to get to know Caesar, know his story, know his background.
And she took time to write out a letter and put it on all the neighbors' doors. So, I mean, hey, strengthen your compassion muscle.
A queen.
Get it off the muscle.
Yes. Lastly, seek therapy if you have to.
Another thing we always practice.
Yes. You don't have to be going through a major mental breakdown to seek therapy. Speaking with a professional can assist you along your journey of self-actualization because they help you with blocks that you may have.
They help you get comfortable with yourself. They help you get
comfortable. They provide clarity. Therapists rock.
Yes.
So
tap in or tap out.
Tap in.
Tap in, however it goes.
Diamonds dancing on my neck, nigga, tap in.
I think you like that song now.
I think I kind of do. I think it's the beat.
I think you like it.
I think it's the beat. Yeah, I do like it because this weekend when I was in the jacuzzi and that came on, I was dancing and I scraped my fucking $50 gel pedicure.
No,
yes.
you know the fuck you didn't.
Yes.
No, you didn't. Yes. How'd that happen? What'd you do? Slip off the step?
Well, I was in the jacuzzi on the stairs and you have to anchor.
On the base of your toes. What are you on your
I think Billie I hit a tippy toe.
You were Billie Jean and Michael Jackson.
Because the cement goes up the side of the jacuzzi,
Oh, yeah. You were doing a lot.
Everybody's toes were fucked.
It's because your ass ain't wiggled in a long time.
Everybody's toes were fucked up.
You got out there and start wiggling your ass.
Like I hadn't been anywhere because I hadn't.
Right.
This is the first time you can say you acting like you haven't been anywhere. Well, I haven't been anywhere. So I'm acting fitting. It's fitting.
That music got to going and that ass got to wiggling.
Motherfucking jiggling.
Period. Keep the thing shaking like
especially when it's in the water. When it's a little bit in the water, it creates an effect.
The momentum.
Girl.
The water waves.
Oh, wow. Get me around some people. Anyway.
Not some people, some niggas. You know what you want to say.
No.
Get me around some niggas.
Anyway, this was a great episode. I'm saying, I'm claiming it. This is a good topic. Hopefully you all feel the same. Remember that the only person you're battling is you. You versus you. We hope you enjoyed this series. So yeah, let's move on to our pick up a pin.
We're dropping a gem.
So the gem this month is our Manifested Mood collection.
Yes.
There are things there for you. We have our Manifested Flower Blend tea.
Yes.
We have our refill kit. A lot of the mommies love the candle. So we have the candle in the refill kit with Palo Santo and more tea. We sold out of our What's Tea sets, but we have literally less than a handful of the Manifested Mood kits.
Yeah, literally, y'all.
And because y'all fuck with us and we fuck with you, we wanted to give you a little discount. So right now you can use the code FWI15 for 15% off your complete order. That is fuck with it.
Fuck with it 15.
Fuck with it 15.
So FWI 15 off whatever you want in the store.
And that's down in the show notes.
It goes down.
And fuck with us.
That's it. Fuck with us. Make sure y'all share this. If you think that one of your homegirls can benefit from the message, anybody in your social media family, your community, tag it, share, tag us.
Your group messages.
Yeah. Tell a homegirl to tell a homegirl to tell a homegirl, and we'll see y'all next week.
All right.
Love you.
Bye.
Bye.